Yes, sir.
Islam.
Yes, sir. Peace, brother.
Peace.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace, black Asiatic God.
Islam.
We
Islam
are
to the Moors, man, and
Yes,
the
sir.
Moabites.
Yes, sir. Ran into some Moors at the Merc yesterday. Yeah, had a nice little
They
chat.
hit you with the game.
They hit me with the game. They was kind of like I was wearing my FOI uniform, so I was, I wasn't banging, but when you present yourself rocking a military uniform to someone who might perceive you as an opposing faction, you're gonna get perceived a certain way. But it was cool. I was just like, oh, they had the Black's Law dictionary on the table.
Islam.
Yeah, so I respect
Hit you with the word, man.
Yeah, we didn't talk too much in depth about that, but
They was just posted up or what?
They was actually, I didn't run into them until they were posted up ahead of tent. I'm not sure what they were actually doing because they were packing up when I ran by them. But I was just like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it's time. It's time. It's nation time.
Yeah, it's nation time.
Yeah, we got the law and we got military. What more do you need?
Let's get it.
That's right. Let's open up. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, and Master of the Day of Judgment, in which we now live. Thee alone do we serve, thee alone do we beseech for divine aid. Guide us on the right path, the path upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not upon whom thy wrath has been brought down, nor upon those who go astray. Ameen.
Islam.
We got a full moon in Gemini, bro. It's crazy town.
It's crazy outside,
It's
and the full moon is in Sag. So heat. It's hot.
Smoke.
It's actually hot though.
It's hot.
It's been hot today.
It's hot. It's been hot
And it's
outside.
a big high definition. It's a strawberry full moon. So.
Yeah, man. I just peeped it. It's big. It's high D. Yeah, I feel. I just feel exposed. I feel like okay. I feel exposed. It's like okay, everything. There's a light shining right now on all the things I need to be handling, confronting, and working on.
Damn. That's
what it feels like, and it's not comfortable. And then we're also dealing with the bipolarity of fucking Gemini season, which is real. It's crazy, bro. Like it's crazy. Some days I've been waking up ready to kill the world, and the other days I'm like, I don't want to wake up. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to do nothing right now. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, man. For me, it's been like waking up and wanting to tap into the market, but then things not going the way I want them to go.
Yeah.
Which is my own decision making, and then a lot of anxiety coming from that.
Yeah.
And then a lot of frustration coming from that. And then like those issues of like, like it's like a full circle. Like last year, like I really was starting to
Last Gemini season,
yeah, around this time I was really starting to implement things I learned from BWO, and this is also around the time that my father caught COVID. So
in June,
yeah, he caught it.
Okay.
Father's Day. We all caught COVID Father's Day.
Yes, sir.
So, like, really, like processing all like Gemini season is gonna happen, bro. It's gonna make everybody be a little bit, whatever the case, right? And for me, definitely, it's like preparing me for Cancer season. Like I was saying, like Cancer season is a flood, emotions, intensity, chaos. Everybody's outside. It's a whole lot of money. It's my birthday, solar return. So it's fun. It's turned up. But like during this time, I'll always have the highest level of anxiety during Gemini season.
Bro.
Always.
Bro.
I'm talking about the highest level.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm broke, if I'm rich, no matter what, it's wake up and full intense anxiety.
Yep.
Every day, and I just like navigate it and be okay with it.
Be okay with it, and that's
no reason. Like it's not nothing wrong. It's just waking up in full anxiety.
It's what it is. It's what it is. It's what it is, man. No, and I had to. I woke up today at probably 5 a.m. or 4:20. Get the prayer in. Tried to get back to sleep. Couldn't go back to sleep. So woke up set my alarm for 5. Woke up at 5, and I was like, man, I don't really. I need to go run. I need to go to the park and run. That was my intention, but I don't really want to fucking do it, man. I just don't feel. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Push through it.
I did. I pushed through it, and I didn't really run too hard, but I did wake up, and actually go to the park and like jog and hang out for a little bit. But
I've been in the gym too, bro.
Yeah,
I've been back in. I've been like, no, I gotta get in this gym. I gotta get this work.
We have to.
I gotta lift these weights.
We have to, bro. We have to.
Because a part of the anxiety is affecting the eating habits,
Facts.
which is affecting the energy.
Yes.
I got like a blood work test that I took last week. Well, I took it last month, but I got the results back last week, and it has showed that I'm missing certain
cancer?
proteins.
Got cancer, bro?
No, I'm just missing certain proteins because I don't eat as much. I don't eat as much meat.
Yeah.
So like certain proteins I'm lacking in, and a part of those is like my energy levels and my short-term memory.
Understand.
So a part of that is like combine that with the stress, and it leads to mental fatigue.
Facts.
When I'm stressed out and I don't have these key proteins to help me stay regulated mentally,
Facts.
then I get tired and I get lazy
Facts.
because I just want to just go to sleep
just want to sleep.
because I'm frustrated and I'm stressed out.
Yeah. Yeah. That unfortunately is the side effect of stress and a lot of activities. Just like you don't want to sleep, you don't want to confront. You're just like, I'd rather just sleep. But yeah,
We can't.
it can't.
We can't.
You cannot.
We got work to do.
There's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of work to do. And even when you sleep, with that is the context of your reality is you don't get restful sleep. Your dreams are all fucked up. You got your problems in your dreams. You got demons and shit in your dreams. It's not a good time.
I had some legit, bro.
Yeah.
I had
The
some
demons.
real demons in my dreams. But I make sure I have my obsidian next to me, and I have my selenite next to
Bro,
me.
it's that time.
I make sure I have my super sevens next to me. Like I make sure when I'm about to go into this realm that I have my tools with me, bro.
Fact, you
and I
have
don't
to.
care what nobody say.
No, you
I have
have
to
to.
prepare myself to go because you know how the dream world is. You might fuck around be there a year.
Facts, man.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Fuck around, be there 3 to 3 from me. I'll be there. When I go to that room, I'll be there. So I gotta be prepared to like, I'm not just going to sleep.
No.
I'm about to go into a whole dimension.
Nah,
and I don't know what dimension I'm going to.
Not tonight. I don't know what I'm going to. It's warfare. All I know is like, it's going to be a trek.
Facts.
It's going to be, especially right now, with just everything going on with just Gemini season, the changing of the world, everything, war, collective conscience, like people losing it. Like, bro, it is crazy. You feel the craziness outside.
And it's inflation, bro.
Oh, bro,
Gas
it's
is
real.
$7,
Gas
bro.
is $7
bro.
$7.
$7.
There are
bro.
so many things.
$7.
$7 gas.
Niggas is talking about the metaverse.
No, not right now. No, they're not. I got to give credit. They're not talking metaverse right now because given the prices of crypto, no one's talking metaverse.
Bro, you heard about crypto? Like people losing. It's billions of dollars being lost in crypto.
Wiped out. Insanity.
There are no puts on crypto yet. Are they puts on crypto yet?
I don't know. I haven't peeped it. I just been worried about protecting my positions. Seriously, because
I'm not anti-crypto. I got crypto, but I definitely have I definitely pulled out of all crypto right now until they figured out what the fuck going on.
It's too risky.
Yeah, I'm not. It's
Right
no
now,
point.
it's
It
like-
just continue to drop. There's
It's
no
too-
need. There's no necessity to have Bitcoin.
It's too risky.
But that is making it continue to drop because everybody's realizing there's no need to have Bitcoin at this present moment.
No, there's no need. As long as
I'm not anti, but like for
there's
what?
no need for what? For
have
what?
Bitcoin for what?
To drop 20% in one day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
No, man, it's not worth it. Whereas like the argument's always been
do what with it?
It's less stable than the dollar. And as of right now, we still transact in dollars. This dollar still works, so it's comparable. The dollar is a safer alternative. And even with my logic,
At least with a dollar, you can put in. You can bet that you can make a lot of money from the dollar going down. You can make a lot of dollars from the dollar going down.
there's no puts on dollar, U.S. dollar. Are there puts on the U.S. dollar?
I mean, I'm just saying. There's puts on there's puts. You can put puts on the ETFs around the U.S. dollar.
Understood.
Right, the Dow, the Nas, all that. Right.
Oh, there's futures on the dollar, so I guess you could probably have a future, put on a future.
Yeah, you can do futures and trade bonds, and which I'm about to get back to. Shout out to BWO. I don't care how it turned out. Shout out to BWO. I think BWO a year plus. Those things definitely shifted us, bro. And they might not. I don't think BWO still gets the respect it deserves. Even though it didn't turn into what it was supposed to turn into,
I mean,
we still have access to that information,
I don't
bro.
think anyone's disrespecting it. It's just people have moved on and the reality has changed. I haven't heard anyone really like sleeping on BWO. People
I mean,
are just
I
like,
heard you ever
it's
have you
over.
heard anybody be like, "Oh man, I'm so glad I did it." I'm just saying.
No, not at all.
I'm just one of those people who say like, "I'm glad that I did it."
Yeah, me
like
too.
I'm gonna still get him they salutes.
I haven't heard too much chatter on VWO, so I've moved on, as of most people I
haven't.
imagine.
I still watch the classes.
Oh, good.
I'm still learning from Chris Cole, Dr. Chris Cole, about making sure my mind is right to do the marketing, to do because that's the formula for wealth building.
Absolutely.
They still showed us the formula for wealth. It's still there. You can generate the fiat from the market. You can build long-term passive income from digital real estate. You can figure out what to do when you make this money and where to put it long-term with life insurance and how to basically use life insurance to leverage. You can use the market and get funding and leverage other people's money to generate money, to deposit it in life insurance, and then build your digital real estate to create your ecosystem and create your passive income. And then Key's gonna hit you with the innovation, the fly shit, the mindset, the thinking in the future, the thought, the continue to develop your mind and continue to think about what the fuck going on.
Yeah, where your factories at, bro? Where's your agriculture and farms at, bro?
Hey man, I feel you. That's us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's us. We going like
how I
I'm
feel.
realizing that's what I'm doing. My digital real estate is going to be the agroecology. I mean, it is agroecology, the agriculture industry. That's my digital real estate.
I understand.
That's where I'm going to channel my energy with Dr. Jake Taylor Jacobs around developing the real pathology for what to do with your family blueprint. Is agriculture, is agroecology is going to be my family blueprint. And then making the money from the market. The foundation of the market is still commodities.
Thanks.
And I'm still tapping into commodities.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Keys. I'm applying on the fly shit in the fashion and the thought lead. I'm applying that to the agroecology. And continue to be the thought leader when it comes to agroecology. By no stretch trying to take that crown or by anything of that nature, but just saying when it comes to like agroecology and agriculture, we can be the thought leaders. We can be the ones who push that conversation. We can be the ones that bring that to the culture. Absolutely. We can be the ones that modernize it.
I think we have. We're on that path right now.
So like it's like we can learn what we learn from them and bring it in and still bring it to the foundation.
Facts. I do want to talk about, since you brought about inflation and $7 gas. For real. It's a thing. And
it's a full-time thing.
It is a full-time thing. And one of the arguments, and I've toyed with this argument myself, is people invested in crypto as a hedge against inflation. It's like, okay, well, I'll hold crypto because when the dollar crashes, at least this will hold value and not increase. The recent events have showed that that's a complete myth. It's not. That's the opposite is true. So
I know people who lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in this crypto market.
Yeah, bro. Like people, myself included, thought it was. I was like, it's relatively safe. Like there's a future, but once people got a taste of that it was like 8% inflation, the largest inflation clip in 30 years. People were like, they just took money out, risk assets, money out, and crypto dropped 20%. So what that tells me is like, okay, well, I know what did not drop in value. It's real assets, the real shit, real estate, agriculture. No, that is your only surefire hedge against inflation, is real stuff that people need when it pops off.
And the market did go relatively around 20%. It's so interesting because all those puts I spent.
What market?
The overall market. I mean, most of the ETFs, most of the market, dropped around 20% this year.
Yeah,
and it's so deep because it's like we were preparing for it last year, and I had put those things in place last year, but I just didn't. I wasn't able to continue to keep it going.
Yeah,
and then now this year, it hit. And it's like, dang, that's wild.
You can't. It's very difficult to time the market. If damn near impossible, because you're not God. No, for real. You're not.
The market isn't your friend.
It's not your friend, and it's also the collective decisions of millions of people, and it's always going to be inherently more aware than you are. Period. Seriously, you're just one participant in the whole sea of decision making. So in order for you to think like, and I've tried, even with crypto, it's like, oh, I'll pull out before it drops. Like, no, of course it didn't work. It just dropped. It just fucking dropped, and I didn't expect it. I was like, oh, okay, well, here we are. All right, new reality. I ain't tripping, but I'm also like, damn, okay, we got to get the real stuff.
Yeah.
No, for real. We got to get the real stuff and accelerate our plans in that regard to do that, because right now, I mean, let's look at everything that's going on right now. We got $7 gas. We got crazy inflation. We've got war in between Ukraine and Russia, which seems like it's going to lead into NATO versus Russia, which is likely to lead into a full-scale war. Like I said, the timing with that, I don't know, but I'm just like, that's definitely not going to go away.
Man.
And
they still at war, bro.
They're at war. I was reading like, I thought it was it seemed to me like a little cute white people war, like where there's like rules and shit. They're not going to just firebomb buildings because they're white. But no, there's like, I read like 200 Ukrainian soldiers die a day. That's a thing, bro. That's bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like that's warfare. That's warfare. So no, that's real. And there's just so, and then we talked about this last time. Just in this country, we got shootings, got babies getting murdered, we got black people getting murdered in grocery stores, and it's like, okay,
people ain't got no milk.
Yeah. So you take all this into consideration, and you have to really ask yourself, oh, fuck is really going on? Mm-hmm. And you look it around, you're like, oh, this is it. This is the judgment. This is the end times. And then you take the spiritual component. And what the judgment is, it's your self-accusing spirit that is you looking at all your deeds and being like, oh, I did that. So everyone right now is in their flip book of their prior decision making and really taking assessment of what they have done to get to where they are, myself included. Everyone's going through that process. And it is said in the Quran that in the days of resurrection, you will care not about what other people do because you'll be so focused on what you've done. And I feel that we are approaching that point from my point of view, because I'm literally living in a bag of my own decisions. You feel me? But in spite of all this, we know where we are going. We're going to the hereafter. We're going to the kingdom. But we got to get there. And what I've realized is heaven isn't something that is granted to you. Heaven is something that you literally have to build. You don't just go there. If you don't do anything, you die and you get another body in the exact same condition you were in. So you don't just get to go to heaven. You have to build the bridge to get to heaven.
Facts, bro.
You have to. That is a very painful realization for people reared in the white Jesus is going to come from the sky and save you and whisk you up to heaven, because that's easy. The reality is, if you don't make a plan to get to the hereafter, you're not going to make it.
Yeah, we gotta let that go.
Facts.
We gotta let this notion go. Let's just sit around and wait.
Sit around and wait. For real.
Or let's just stay busy until the rapture happens.
For real.
How long are we gonna? I mean, mind you, I get, I'm not anti the rapture, but is it gonna come the way we think it's gonna come?
No.
Is it gonna come when we want it to come?
No,
and does it mean like let's continue to not get our affairs in order?
Exactly.
Like it disconnects you from the reality of like the world is going to continue to go.
Facts.
I think that's definitely one of the things that has kind of crippled us. Of like,
Facts,
well, when the rapture comes, then everything will be okay. And it's like, well, what about like there? It kind of like takes away the succession planning.
Facts. And it takes the responsibility for you to actually, because think about, and we've talked about the multiverse, about how like we exist in multiple dimensions and we get to choose our path. You could literally choose, like, view that there's, I'm going to just paint this out. There's a hereafter in this matrix, and then there's hell in this matrix. And these are all what lead you down either path is literally your choices. So if you're making choices of doing nothing, by default of the pressure of the crumbling world, you're going to end up in hell because you created that reality for yourself. If you make the plan to ascend to the hereafter with your choices and succession planning, then you will make it because you chose that path and built it and aligned with other choices of other people and literally ascended, climbed the ladder, climbed Asyr's bridge, climbed to heaven. What that means is that it's work.
This is hella work.
It's work.
So I'm trying to build it. We have to build Asyr's bridge.
Facts.
It's not just like a cute thing.
No.
This is what I'm actively This is what I'm actively in the process of building and developing.
Facts.
A bridge between urban and commercial. A bridge between the hood and just the reality, our reality, a bridge between our delusion and our indoctrination
Facts.
and our social engineering and our programming and our distractions and what is really going on.
Facts.
A bridge between what we've been told and our birthright.
Facts.
You know,
Facts.
of like what's really going on. This is the priorities, foundational thinking, foundational elements, and what we got going on a day-to-day life.
Facts, bro.
I should get frustrated, bro.
This is because we've been frustrated. You know, we've had successes, we've had setbacks. It's just this is the process, and you got to view it's like this whole time. And I just painted out the process that we have to build to the matrix of choice that is the hereafter in heaven. I didn't factor in the resistance and the counter pressure that we're receiving. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
There are very powerful spiritual entities who don't want us to go there because they have no control there. They want us in hell. This material reality, this they want us here because they have the power. If you ascend beyond their control of you, they have no power. So my point is like this is warfare. And the real war that is known as the apocalypse, end times, rapture, is a spiritual one, which is why you spoke on dreams. I'm speaking on dreams because that's the frontier.
Yeah,
that's the frontier.
Yeah, for real.
And I am finding like I have to take responsibility for them and prepare myself for going into that realm, bro. Like fuck, man. Like even 2 nights ago, I literally got firebombed in my dream. Got firebombed. Just hanging out. You know, I knew it was wartime, but I was like, okay, cool. I got my car. I don't have to do anything. But then fire starts raining from the sky. So I kind of like, oh shit. All right, fire, sky. Now I've got to do something. Because I'm getting fires raining upon me. So I took the car, put it in the garage, and there was bad guys in the garage too. So I'm like, all right, niggas got to fight, bro.
Damn.
Niggas got to fight. Niggas have got to fight.
I had a dream, bro, where it was like I was.
Yeah, I want to talk. Yeah,
I wanted to go like
demon. Yeah, remember you said. Okay,
demon.
there we
This
go.
is the demon dream.
Go.
I wanted to astral project. I had the desire to astral project on Saturday, so I got everything.
In waking hours. Right.
No, I think like I was going to sleep.
Cool.
So I was like, all right, let me prepare my mind to astral project, which means like don't drift off, don't think about random things, slow my mind down, prepare my mind to go into this new dimension when I go to sleep, so that when I close my eyes, I wake up, right?
Facts.
So, but you have to make sure that you catch yourself, because sometimes you could go into the dream world and you just be dreaming. You just go. You know how dream where you don't know the beginning or the end.
No,
you're just there.
You're just there.
So you have to like make sure that you catch yourself of like, wait a minute, I was just dreaming. I was just sleeping in physical reality.
Yeah.
Now I'm here. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I'm not good at that.
You got to slow your breathing down and prepare your mind and not let your mind think about. You go in a dream, your mind just start going there. It just goes to wherever it is you're being, and then you just blur it. You're just there. You have to blur them. You have to slow down and make sure that you are going into the dream world. Mm-hmm. So I caught myself, and as I caught myself, for some reason, I interacted with this demon lady, and like her demon was beginning to show. And
I understand.
And it was like basically I had to let everybody know, like, bro, there's like the demon is here. We gotta get our shit together. Everything's finna blow up.
Damn.
And then I woke up, and then I said, okay.
Demon lady. Did she look human?
She looked human. I don't really recall how she looked. I just recall waking up from laying like in the bed, and then seeing like, okay, this is about to happen.
Yeah.
Let me go back to physical reality and reset. So I came back, and then I'm like, all right, I did it. I reset. So let me breathe, and I went back. And then I went back to the dream world, and I went and I warned everybody, like, yo, hey, get your shit together. It's a demon lady here. And I saved everybody from the demon lady.
Understood.
But I had to come back here and really reset. And so it was just like, damn, like, bro, I'll be astral projecting, I'll be lucid dreaming, and I'll be trying to let people know, like, bro, we are all seer. Yeah. We are the lords of the dream world. Yeah. And it's up to us to go there, learn what we gotta learn, bring it back here, learn the lessons, understand what's going on, understand the symbolism, understand that this is an alternate dimension, and that It might not make sense. It's not logical. It's not rational. Don't look at it literal. Look at all of this as symbolism, because it's a different dimension.
Facts.
The laws that are here aren't the laws that are there. What things mean here, they don't mean them there. But as Asyr, we can be in control of that and navigate that, and then bring the lessons that we learn back here and apply them here. So I'm still trying to figure out, once again, what the lesson was. I think one of the lessons was like,
interesting.
Be mindful of how Asyr, because I was trying to Asyr project on some goofy shit, and so
be clear. What was the goofy shit?
It was just some goofy shit.
Strip club?
No, it was. Nah, it was just trying to go some. I was like, I want to go Asyr project somewhere I shouldn't be going.
Where?
I don't want to talk about it. I was just trying to Asyr project somewhere I probably shouldn't have tried to Asyr project.
I understand.
So a part of that was but I know the dangers of when you Asyr project. When you Asyr project, you're more vulnerable because now you're leaving your body.
Yeah, man.
But that's why I make sure I have my obsidian. I make sure I have my black kyanite. I make sure I have my sun. I make sure that like my vessel is protected as I'm leaving my vessel.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because one thing to like navigate through everything, nothing to literally leave your body and go. Because I have Asyr projected. I've Asyr projected I've Asyr projected during sex before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of like after, sometimes right after that you fall asleep. After you release, you fall asleep. I've released.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
You've never really released this. I released while still interlocked.
Yes, I understand.
And then while I was
sex,
still inside, and then I was like, I went right to sleep.
Yeah.
And then I left my body, and then I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then I like flew all around. It was trippy. It was tight as fuck.
Damn.
But
I understand.
Just be mindful of prepare yourself to Asyr project.
I understand.
If you're gonna do it.
I do know that, if you do leave your body, you leave your body vulnerable for other things getting in and taking over. That can happen.
That's why, once again, obsidian, selenite, black kyanite, super sevens, a lot of amethyst.
Understand.
A lot of like mental preparation, mental stamina, and then like defense. And then selenite is like a supercharger.
Understood. So, yeah, I put some selenite next to my bed after you mentioned that selenite's good for protection during sleep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's just, I can no longer pretend that, I'm not facing going to war every night in my dreams. Yeah, so that's just, we here now, bro. And I think I told you the dream about like around the time of the Buffalo shooting where I was a soldier going to war, and I was, it's here. It's here. And the warfare has started on that front. Actually, it's always been a warfare, but now it's like, okay, now, like the war that has been prophesied, that is what we're talking about. That's what we're in right now. That spiritual warfare, that apocalyptic warfare. It is, you see the materialistic manifestation of that in the current war in Russia and Ukraine. My only question right now is when does that turn into what has been prophesied as the war to end all wars? So
I think we've been in it, bro. I mean, the pandemic, bro. The pandemic wasn't
COVID. Yeah,
COVID was a war.
It's a warfare.
Bro.
That was war.
COVID was legitimate warfare, bro.
It's warfare.
They shut this shit down.
They shut down the world.
They shut the world down,
and they injected the human population with mRNA altering technology.
And made them become dependent upon a stimulus check.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Shut everybody's business down unless you were already a big business. Didn't let you to come outside.
Unless you were a corporate entity that these people controlling you have stakes in. Continue.
Made you wait in line, made you wear face masks, got you sick, programmed you, and then a year later still did the same thing. And then during Gemini season last year when they released the mandate, it was a high level of people got sick. More people died last year. A lot of people died around this time last year, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because they released the mandate and let everybody back outside.
That's right.
But mind you, every single Gemini season, people get sick.
Yeah.
It's a natural thing as we change seasons for people to get sick. When people, because summertime naturally is everybody outside again, so it's natural for people to get sick.
That's right.
I always catch a cold around summertime. I always be mindful to prepare to get sick around summertime.
Yes, sir.
But last year they had a reason to like really ramp it up, and then as soon as that was done, bro, it was like Ukraine, Russia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and then the media attention is literally pivoted to that. That is what we're talking about now. And then there's natural calamities, like fires. It's like, oh shit, it's literally getting spicy out here. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. And I am, and it's like the external shit doesn't trip about me. I'm just like, okay, I'm like, I gotta be. I mean, end of the day, you got to be prepared. Okay, I was like, okay, well, I can't just fight a spiritual warfare. I got to eat. I got to secure resources to survive physically. So that's my concern, is that. But as far as everything else happened, it's just like it was written, so we just have to confront it. But I just want to make sure that my priorities are in order. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah. Okay? I'm talking a lot, but okay. Do we actually have a plan of action for when there is no food on the shelf? These are the things I'm thinking about. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about right now. I'm like, oh, okay. We talk about, needing land, but I'm like, okay, well, shit. If we had it right now, what would we do? You know what I mean? So that's.
That's why I'm making sure, like, it's like you said something. You always said, like, if we're not uncomfortable, then we're not doing it right.
Facts.
Right. So I'm learning to embrace being uncomfortable with balancing all the things I'm doing.
Facts, man.
But it's also like accepting the responsibility of the financial abundance that comes with that.
Yeah.
And then making sure I have a game plan with the financial abundance that comes with that.
Facts.
And then also making sure that I really do balance all these things that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because I can and because they are needed.
Facts.
Making sure I honor my full-time job. Making sure I honor my advocacy. Making sure I'm still pouring into myself and the things I want for myself. Making sure we still take care of this.
Facts.
Working on making sure we still talk to the people.
Facts.
Working on making sure I still push Hood and Healthy.
Yeah.
And you see I switched my page to Hood and Healthy and want to focus my page primarily on that. Key in on that.
Yeah.
And just really simplify what I got going.
Yeah.
And really delegate and designate and really put these things in place. Build my ecosystem out.
Now is the time to like just really not amplify, but just determine where your focus is going to be. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
This tranche, and then prioritize the 3 tranches of activity.
Mine just like create my universe, like Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga could do a show about Obi-Wan Kenobi 7 years later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm at. It's like I'm build my universe and build the ecosystem to sustain my universe.
Yeah.
And then just maximize this damn universe.
Yeah.
And then delegate and bring people on and help build the universe.
Thanks.
And then I've been listening to Dr. Jake Taylor Jacobs again. He was saying how like Disney started Disneyland from life insurance. And like a lot of people
Warren Buffett
expanded themselves from life insurance. Mm-hmm. And like it's like, bro, like it's really that time to like make sure we get our life insurance. And mind you, shout out to the full-time job. I got life insurance, got my term, but like it's time to like really key in on like build our wealth, beat this bank shit going.
Yeah,
buy our wealth, leverage our wealth, build our universe. That's me. Like I was saying, like I'm focused on building the layers, like focusing on doing the universe.
Facts.
Focusing on these 7 things and then focus on them, because I have a habit of like starting new shit and then letting it go.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, no.
You and I both.
Keep this shit.
Facts.
I got CFJC. I got Asyr's Bridge. I got Hood and Healthy.
That's right.
I got Cross Up LA. I got my advocacy. Focus on these things and then just build them.
Focus.
And then create me be Rob, be the creative reality, be the sun.
Focus.
And just revolve.
That's it.
Revolve.
Because the temptation with starting new stuff is that like alleviates you of the burden of being held responsible for the successes of the other project that you started. That's why we do it, myself included.
Yeah.
And that's why, when it's because then at some point, if you need to hold yourself accountable for doing what you said you were going to do. So you you rob yourself of the responsibility by, I'm gonna go over here and do some other bullshit.
Yeah.
That's when I've been, my whole life has been that.
Yeah.
I was just pivoting. Ooh, it's getting a little big over here. Oh, I don't know, I could fail. Fuck it. I want to go over here and do something else. Yeah, man. So like you said, right now is the time to focus, because you're not going to be able to ascend into the hereafter with a reality of chaos or confusion. This is going to keep you in that lower realm. It's going to keep you in the matrix of decision making that is hell, chaos, and then ultimately just dying. And what I realized, I'm glad you pointed this out. The uncomfortable, I could say I felt that.
It's hella uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable right now. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. And
It's hella uncomfortable right now.
I've literally, it's uncomfortable because I'm like, oh shit, if I don't do anything, death is on the table. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
No, seriously.
No, for real. That is I'm like, oh shit, death. That's a pressure. I've literally got to do something. And we were talking before the podcast about fighting, and I was like, yeah, and I know I have to fight, but against whom and how and who? You know what I'm saying? It's not as easy as just going outside and drop bodies. It's not, that doesn't accomplish anything. And you're not doing anything. So it's like that's where focusing comes down to.
Yeah.
That's why you need to focus. So if you focus on what you have already built, there's no need to be creative and doing some other shit, because you want to survive. But I definitely do feel with the changing nature of our dreams, and death, physical death is on the table. It's here. It's here. It's like, oh, what's up, niggas? Oh, you thought I was? No, it's here. Don't let me touch you. And I'm like, okay, all right, bro. I see you. Salute.
For real, bro.
Salute.
And I've been thinking about that too. I'm like, bro, I'm still a man.
But yeah,
I was having a conversation of like, as a man, my life expectancy is different. Like we have a different urgency than women. Y'all got an urgency to find a man or whatever the case, get married, have a family, get out the way.
And have babies while you can.
Yeah,
no, for real.
I have an urgency of get all this work done, because y'all not gonna die at 50 like we dying. We dying at 50, 55, 60 from stress, from busting our ass.
Facts.
I gotta get this shit right and make sure I got shit in place, because I could die at 50, at 55. Mind you, I could die at any moment. I could die right early, and of course anybody could die. But I was listening to this broadcast, and he was talking about we're so used to saying that men and women they're more women than men, right? But the reality of why they're more women than men is because men go to war, men do a lot of dangerous jobs.
Yeah.
Women don't at scale do dangerous jobs.
No.
Police, firemen, things of that nature. At scale, men do more jobs that they can die.
Yeah.
They go to war at scale. So which results in more women. Overall, we're talking about women that are 70, 80, 90, 100. That's when they say there's more women than men, because it's an inflated number.
Yeah.
It's not really that at our age range there's more women than men right now. It's just overall there are more women than men. Yeah. So us as men, we also have to compete for the good woman too, because there's not just a random, unlimited pool of women around our age. There's more women overall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, with that urgency, like, it's important for us to build our shit so that way we can choose and make quality selections.
Absolutely.
And for me, I'm just trying to navigate that still.
I understand. Yeah, man. And just
still trying to figure that shit out.
And you have time.
Because as we see, people, men are choosing up. Men are choosing up on women, on the good women, and they making the choices.
Yeah,
and all these women not gonna deal with all of my shit.
No, they're not. No, and rightfully so. And that's fine.
And that's fine.
Yeah, and that is perfectly fine. Yeah, but no, I think something resonated with me when you said man. It's the pressure of being a male that is about building something that is not with this bullshit that's going on, we're getting attacked. And this goes,
Hell yeah.
hard.
Hell yeah.
Hard. Because there is a man who chooses a lifestyle that's not I will just be very, very blunt. That's not masculine or that's not. I say this. That's not
Quote unquote alpha.
There we go. I think that's a good word.
Yeah.
Not that's not that is not alpha. Those are the I see those are being rewarded, and I just see generally is like you don't see
In front of the scenes.
facts. You don't see alpha male. You don't see
We're being rewarded behind the scenes.
facts.
Because everybody's not gonna say we want to reward you, but our life shows that we're being rewarded.
Very true.
That's what I'm saying.
Very true. And but the reason that this
Because there are qualities that come with that. It's not just something you do. It's not just like, look at me, I'm gonna talk shit. I'm an alpha. It's like, step up, run the shit, lead, make the sacrifices, make the tough decisions, make the call, work. Yeah,
work. I would say it just comes down to
discipline, accountability,
discipline,
structure,
integrity,
and fearlessness, bravery, and courageousness.
Bro, all of that, all of like the movie shares, like, oh, that's the heroes. Like, yeah, like men like that are not being, they're not being promoted, but we're putting in work. We're putting in a lot of work, and it's the reason why men like, and it's not. This is all colors, specifically black males, but even white men. They attack Joe Rogan for this thing. Joe Rogan, just a dude. He's just a dude. He's a dude. He's just a man. He's a dude. Doesn't give a fuck. He says what he wants. He's a dude. Those type of men are castigated because they pose a threat to the rulers who are men who see these types of archetypes as threats to their kingdom.
Man.
Right?
Facts. I was having this conversation with a lady about like feminism and about how like you don't understand. You've been programmed to be feminist because you make white men richer being feminist.
Facts. You end up working for white men.
You end up working for the white man.
You end up working for white men because they own everything.
We get it. Not all of you, not everyone, but at scale, what you wind up doing is working for a white man, being in debt to a white man, and depending on a white man.
Facts.
You working for a white man business. You buying a white man's house. You paying a white bank for this mortgage you can't really afford. There's nobody to really give you checks and balances. Not saying that men are just great with money and great with finances and all that stuff, but you're still submitting to a patriarchy that you are trying to avoid. Facts. You're just submitting to the patriarchy that involves you not building a family. Boom. And I was like, you don't understand. You are operating, and you're operating outside your own best interest because they're not going to help you. You're still submitting to this white man.
You're submitting.
When he says be here at 2:30, you have to be there at 2:30.
Facts.
So you're trying. You're not fighting us. You're not making my life harder.
Facts. And I'm
making your life harder.
The white government welfare man. That man too. That was one element.
Definitely.
Yeah, that man. Let's not forget about that man. So,
and mind you, the government is just contractors. Most of the contractors of the government are still white corporations.
Yeah, man.
You got the people who work for the government, but you also have a lot of contractors who work in the ecosystem around these government officials, city, state, county, federal. So it's like you're going against
your proclaimed self-interest. Okay? Yes. You're just banging for white boys. Really,
unfortunately, and it's like this objectively. This is what we are watching y'all do, which is okay. Yeah. You have the right to do that, but you don't act like you're doing us a disservice. Yeah. Like you're not doing me a disservice by you being feminist. Yeah. You're doing yourself a disservice by you acting like that, because there's a lot of women over here who aren't like that. Yeah. And we're okay. I'm okay with y'all being like that. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and I have no feelings one way or the other. I see the game for what it is. I'm like, I see the game for what it is. It's a game. You getting finesse.
And it's like, okay,
it's a cold game too.
Are you prepared to live like that for the rest of your life? Are you prepared to have to deal with everything by yourself for the rest of your life?
By yourself.
Do you understand the economics of that? Do you understand the health risks of that? Do you understand the stress levels of that? Do you understand the social the social credit of that? Do you understand what comes with this?
Facts. And do you understand the consequences of raising boys without a father in the house? Like, it's just you. And but they don't. These calculations are not made
At scale.
At scale, yeah.
At scale.
They're not made. And
You saw that podcast about this lady was like, I don't want a man who has a job because what if we got to go to Jamaica tomorrow? And it was like, what? That's what? What? We have things to do. Like, we have a purpose.
I gotta work. I've gotta make,
Even if we have businesses, there's things to do.
Yeah.
Even when I upped and moved to Hawaii, I still went to work.
Facts.
And I built a business for years to be able to even allow me this grace period to be able to stop and think about what I want to do and then recalibrate. But it took me years of working a full-time job, a part-time job, and building a business and working with the garden and not sleeping 4 hours a day for a year straight to be able to be in a position to be able to up and go to Hawaii. And then when I went there, I still worked my ass off. Yeah. So it's like, what you know, and I get that's not all women, but like these things we hear. It was like, do y'all understand how utterly delusional? Y'all need to check y'all. Are y'all talking to each other about how this sounds to each other? We don't know. No, I don't know.
They're just trying to joust for who could have the most radical or ridiculous position.
At this point,
and that's what it is. And that's why I don't. I don't argue with it. I'm just like, you have fun with that. You have fun downplaying the importance of family. You have fun downplaying the importance of having healthy masculine and feminine archetypes in a household. Period. Like, you had fun with that because I have a family and I see the importance of both.
I understand.
Period. But you got to think.
It's why we gotta build our shit, and then when the time comes, we can begin to facilitate.
It's better over here.
I mean,
it's better over here. They ain't got nothing for you over there. They ain't. There's no one plumbing. There's no one growing food. There's no one doing man shit because
are going to die soon, bro.
You convinced all the men that being men was whack. So now you've got a whole bunch of women and men who want to be women and don't want to do boring man jobs that are not thanked. Have fun over there.
And you got a lot of men who just checked out.
Facts.
It was like, man, fuck it. I'll just play video games all day.
Facts.
I'm not in opposition to them either.
Okay. I understand these. I understand.
I still think about getting a PS5 sometimes. Like, I'm gonna get a PS5 and play, but I'm like, bro,
they're at PS5 right now. I didn't even know that, man.
If I get a PS5, bro, I'm gonna just play video games and I'm gonna get lazy. I'm not gonna be in the gym. I'm not gonna be studying. I'm not gonna be doing anything to do.
No.
So let me not do that.
No. And
I got a lot of work to do, bro.
Yes.
I go to work and I get off, and I go to work and I get off, and I work with my assistant to do more work, and then we figure out how to do more work, and then we plan the next work that we're going to do, and then I communicate with everybody else the work that's been done, and figure out how to get more work done.
Exactly. And think about this. You mentioned, all things default. This is the white man. This is the white man's world. This is his administration that pretty much runs the resource of this world. He runs shit in this current material configuration. So by default, he is the house. The house always wins. So his incentive in promoting, we'll just say feminism, whatever, but promoting ideologies that really don't promote healthy families is that allows him more control. Because, period. If you have boys that operate that don't have a father figure, that's less of a threat for you as a ruler because you don't have boys who don't have. Who are
going to seek power.
Who are going to
and understand how to distribute and how to delegate power
and organize other men and then ultimately wage war.
Because you got a lot of men who really don't want power. You got a lot of men who looked at power as a negative thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was having a conversation with a young dude before. I'm like, he was like, all these things about I'm from Africa, and I'm like, all right, bro. Well, okay, cool. That's great. Now, who gonna run America then? Oh, well, all this is down with this, revolution. I'm like, all right, cool, revolution. I feel okay. We shut down the government. Okay, how you gonna? Do you understand how to clean your water?
What was his point? Like, he's gonna go to Africa?
Just some young nigga, just talking revolution shit. Never don't understand revolution.
Oh yeah, of course not.
And it's like, okay, bro.
So he just gonna go to Africa? That's
no, he just doesn't feel like it's just that brain thing of like doesn't. there's a responsibility of come wearing this turban. There's a responsibility of saying I'm an indigenous Aboriginal Asiatic to the land.
Thanks.
I accept the responsibility of making sure that I facilitate the resources that are here, and the responsibility of acquiring and taking the resources to make sure that it can be distributed the correct way, and not just being mad that the resources that are our birthright aren't being distributed the correct way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's my point of like, you have to step into power. You've been programmed to not want power.
Facts.
Because you don't like the responsibility of power.
Facts.
Because you look at people in power as the bad guys.
Because they're bad.
He's in power. He's bad.
He's bad.
All right, cool. Now,
or he's rich. He's bad. Elon Musk bad because he's fucking rich, and he has. What is your argument?
I'm not saying
rich.
He's good. I'm just saying, like, what are we going to do about
it? It's the attitude.
Are we going to secure that power? Do we understand what to do with that level of wealth?
Facts.
If we had that level of wealth, what would we do with it?
Facts, man. Yeah. And then, like you said, people are programmed to not seek power for a reason, because the people with power don't want you with that.
They don't want you. They don't want you wanting it.
No, you don't want that. That's toxic masculine or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is white. It's patriarchal.
It's patriarchy, misogyny, toxic masculine. You don't want that.
Blah blah blah.
Go over there and
protest.
Yeah. Facts. Protest.
Go over there and be mad. Go over there and be sad.
Yeah.
And go over there and figure out we can put you in prison, or how we can keep you poor and keep you powerless.
Facts.
You know?
Exactly. But yeah, it's a psyop.
Which I get.
All of these are psyops.
It's Gemini season, bro. This is prepare your mind for the high level of psyops during Gemini season. They're gonna fuck with us, bro.
Yes.
They're going to fuck with us. Trust me. When you see some astronomical crazy shit happen, just don't let it get you.
Oh yeah,
because they're gonna work towards keeping you at a low vibration during Gemini.
Oh, absolutely, man. And I just, we had the shootings. That was crazy, but like, I just feel like something's gonna happen, bro. Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen, and those are the vibes. And the last time I felt like this, it was that's when the start of the Russia-Ukraine war. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that. So now I'm like, okay, what's the next level? Where are we going now?
Shit, for me, it's just death, man.
Bro.
As
an individual, or just death around us?
Death around me. Bro.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah, absolutely.
We're.
You had a funeral yesterday.
I still haven't fully recovered from my father's death.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Facts, bro.
There were things that happened from him dying that we had to really do things.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. We still haven't recovered of like the tasks that are required from him dying.
Yeah.
My grandfather, him dying, there is an inheritance, and there's a trust, and there is land, and there is like a succession plan that we are still have to go through the process of. My grandma dying. My grandma was arguably the woman I love more than any other woman on the planet.
Yeah.
She's my heart. She's my sweetheart.
Yeah.
I love my granny. As a child, the thought of my granny dying would bring me to tears. Even right now, the thought of the fact that my grandma's dead still brings me to tears.
Yeah.
So having a process, and my grandfather, I realized how much of me is in him.
Yeah.
Or how much of him is in me, I would say.
I understand.
Right. Dealing with the administrative aspect of my father dying, like a real thing.
Yeah.
Dealing with the masculine aspect of my grandfather dying, and what that did to the family.
Yeah.
It sent shockwaves to the family, and we all still haven't recovered from that.
Yeah, man.
My whole family, we haven't really recovered from my grandfather dying.
Yeah.
We're still trying to become cohesive again.
Oh, because all the things that were uncovered because of this. Oh,
yes,
bro,
right.
Yeah.
Like we haven't been the same.
I understand.
We haven't all come together. We haven't been the same since my grandfather passed.
I understand.
We have not collectively came together since my grandfather passed.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn.
For real.
Wow. Okay.
So we're still dealing with that.
Man.
My grandmother passing is like it's just emotional pain. So like this new levels, like dealing with all this pain, and mind you, I'm the busiest I've ever been in my life. Full-time job, part-time job, activists, everything.
Busy.
Busy.
It's a lot.
So it's like
It is a lot.
This is it. This is wealth, nigga. Grow up. This is Asyr.
This is what it looks like.
This is what it looks like to be a king, to be a leader.
For real.
Do it. Go.
Yeah. It's
more problems, more stress. Go.
more power.
Go.
More problems.
Facts.
More stress.
Facts.
So it's not a coincidence that, we've been doing this running up for a year and like, oh shit, now niggas got stressed. Niggas are stressed out. We got problems, and the problems are being beyond manifested. They're in our face constantly in our face, bro. Which is why this is the first time in 3 weeks coming on, but it's like, oh shit, no, we are dealing with it in physical reality, bro. And then we go to sleep and go to war.
And then we go to sleep
and go to war. For real, bro.
And we gotta protect ourselves to go to sleep.
Facts.
And it's natural.
It's real.
When during the summertime to not sleep that good. And if you're not sleeping well, then we're gonna be fucked up in the mind.
That's right.
So despite all this shit, we have to make sure that we rest well.
Absolutely.
We have to make sure that we sleeping properly.
That's right.
Which is natural to not sleep properly during all of this shit.
Yes.
To go from 7 to 6 to 6 to 5.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm at 4, man. Like,
nigga, go to sleep.
Yeah.
You gotta rest, bro. You gotta recharge.
Yep.
Because when you're not, that's when it turns into insomnia.
And
then insomnia turns into manic.
Yeah, man. I've been there. I've been down that path.
We've all been there.
We've all been down that path, bro.
I've been there too.
Yeah.
I've been there, bro. I left and just up and went to Hawaii, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Because I was manic.
I understand.
I couldn't sleep. I could not sleep at my house. I could not sleep around my family.
I understand.
I said, I got to get the fuck out of here.
I understand.
And I got the fuck. I packed the bag. I packed a suitcase. Yeah. Said I'm going to go to Hawaii for 2 weeks and went for a year.
What year is this?
2018.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah, you did it. You did it.
Because Gemini season affects my family heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy. All of us. Me included.
Yeah.
So this year I communicated, hey, I love y'all. But we know Gemini season affects us all in different ways. Yeah. What I have to do is seclude myself. I have to go away.
Yeah.
I have to detach. So I'm not going to be around y'all all the time. I love y'all. Don't take it personal. Don't take it as a slight to you. But I have to take care of my mental health because I'm equally triggered and bipolar. And it will be manic. If I don't take care of my shit, it will go. If I don't make sure I sleep and make sure I exercise, make sure I eat right, I buy more plants. Facts. I exercise, I eat right, I listen to meditation music.
Have to.
I enjoy my work. I focus on my work. My work makes me feel good, makes me feel purpose.
Yeah. The only way to counter the polarities is just productivity, man. It is.
Yeah.
And also like when because you feel like not, because we're in bipolar season, when you feel down, to not body the highs or the lows, because you feel up covered. You're like, oh, okay. Oh, I'm really excited right now. Okay, maybe I should chill. Maybe I shouldn't just. Maybe I shouldn't.
You don't get your hopes up too high because when you get let down, then you get super low.
Then you get super low. So it's just like, okay, all right. Well, I feel I'm on the other side of the spectrum.
That's a bar.
For real. Yeah. So you just like, okay, just chill. Oh, I feel it over here now. Let's try to bring it more back, balanced. Bring it back. And then also on the other side, like, oh, I feel like shit, but you know what? It's not. Try to remove yourself from the situation, be objective. Easier said than done, obviously. Yeah. And just be like, okay, no, I was just feeling a certain way. But that's the game, as opposed to just really bodying one way or the other. That's when you get out of line, and that's when you end up being institutionalized because you got out of bounds and you lost it. Yeah, man. So
I know what's going I need, but one thing I need is I don't need my range, but I need my transportation. So I might
need a car.
I might go get a truck tomorrow. I'm gonna go take a look at a range tomorrow.
Oh, nice. A used one?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Just get a car.
Or I might get my first. Man, I used to have a car called the Ford 500. I used to love that car. So I might get that car.
Those are good cars.
That was my car, man. I used to be sliding through the city in my Ford. Anybody remember me back in the day, 2010, 2011, 2008, 2009, 10, 11. I was in my 500. I was outside. I was sliding. So I would look at them again like, man, I might want to fuck around, double back, get one of those.
Be more practical than a Range Rover.
I want a Range, bro. Stop being a hater.
I mean, how much is gas? I'm just
Stop being a hater. It's not gonna change, man. So what?
It's not gonna change, man.
It's not gonna stop, bro.
It's not going down.
If I'm not finna get no electric vehicle and then just be sitting around
it's funny.
looking goofy,
It's funny, man. And it's just getting. It's just.
You don't got no real nigga Range Rover, no real nigga electric cars right now, bro. Stop.
Wait, you don't think Tesla's are real nigga cars?
Nigga, you gotta pay $60,000 for a Tesla,
you do,
and they
and
have,
wait.
you know, like the highest cars of like unreliable cars are Teslas,
Are they?
bro.
I haven't done my homework.
Yes, I've been studying this shit.
Oh, okay.
A Range Rover isn't bad if you maintain it. A Range has a bad name because people who can't afford it and don't maintain them get them. And then when they don't maintain them, they don't get them checked. When you buy a used Range, go get it checked. Take it to a Range dealership and look at what you need to fix and fix that shit.
Understood.
And then be okay. And then make sure you constantly keeping it up to date and treat it like it's a nice car. As opposed to treating like it's a Honda or old Honda and just driving that shit and not checking up on shit. And then when that thing that you should have fixed 3 months ago goes bad, then you got to pay $4,000 to fix that shit. When you have 3 months to fix that thing for $300, you could have just fixed it. You could have just took care of it and paid the money, but instead you waited and you fucked around. And then when that sensor broke, and then now you got to pay $3,000 to fix that sensor and the damage that sensor broke caused, then you get what I'm saying. So that's why Ranges have a bad name.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you have to treat it like it's what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
I understand.
So
I understand. Get your Range Rover. Just get a fucking car, man.
I know.
Please get a car.
Hey man,
this is
listen,
Los
bro.
Angeles.
I've only not had I've not had a car shorter than I've had a car. You get what I'm saying? I've had a car since I was 18, bro.
Okay.
So
I understand.
these little years of me being back in Cali and not having a car,
whip.
it's been okay. I didn't really need one in the pandemic. I didn't really need one last year. Now I really need one. Now it's all right. I'll get one,
bro.
I didn't need one during when the world shut down. I needed a car.
I understand.
I was fucking scooting into the garden every day.
I understand. Yeah. Get
know
a
what
whip.
I'm saying?
Get a whip. Get a whip.
I'm getting a Range.
Yeah. Make it happen. Man. Just make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. I did want to ask.
No, we're not talking about her.
Oh no, not in regard to it. Her?
I'm just
Which one?
Look at my shades back.
No. Back with the topic of astral projection and lucid dreaming. Is it every night that you are able to lucid dream? Do you ever just have regular ass?
If I choose to, I have to choose to. Most of the time, I have to choose to.
Understood. It's not your default.
Yeah, because it's a process.
I understand.
It's not my default. It's a process. You have to, number one, relax and ease yourself into sleep and not just jump in deep sleep.
I understand.
So that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
It's like catching yourself jumping in deep sleep too tired. But that comes with not being exhausted. When you exhausted, your brain just wants to shut down and stop working.
Yeah.
So you have to not be exhausted, which is read before you go to sleep.
I understand.
Relax your body. Do deep breathing exercises, light your incense, play your binaural beats or your whatever frequencies you gotta play. Facilitate the environment for you to relax.
Understood.
And then continue to like monitor yourself into saying, okay, prepare your mind and your body for what you're about to try to do.
Understand.
And then when you do it, do the best you can to catch yourself. When you in this new thing and you'll be like, wait a minute, I was just asleep. Okay.
I'm here
I'm
now.
in the lucid dream.
Okay. I'm here now.
Everything stopped.
Okay. Understood.
Now, that's not easy either.
No.
Because sometimes when you do realize, okay, I'm here, you're still in the middle of whatever the fuck it is you're in the middle of.
Yeah, facts.
Right?
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to like adapt and move forward. I've been in lucid dreams, or I've been lucid in a dream, and like I'm still in the dream. I'm still in this fucking whatever. Like I've been in some situations, bro.
I understand.
Like vampire houses. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Like I've been in some shit where like, okay, I know I'm lucid dreaming. I would love to wake up and go back to physical reality, but it's not working.
It's not working.
I'm here.
I'm
All right,
here.
what do I do?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh shit! I've been there.
It's not a pleasant.
I've been
feeling.
around some really metaphysical beings where it's like, okay, I can handle this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I know I'm a little scared, but this isn't a nightmare. This is just a dimensional being.
Yeah.
I can do this. Yeah. You got it. And then sometimes I'm like, nah, you know what? Fuck that. I'm waking up. Nah, I'm tapping out.
Yeah.
I'm tapping out. I'm going back to reality.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah.
You got it. You got this.
You
one,
got it, bro.
There have been moments like, oh, you got this one, bro. You got it. You won this round, bro.
I'm out. I'm
out, bro.
No, we're not doing that.
I'm out, bro.
We're not doing that.
I'm not fighting this metaphysical, this multidimensional being. I done seen some multidimensional beings.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, I'm not fighting you right now. I'm gonna go back to reality and I'll just lay in bed for 30 minutes and then try to go to the next dimension. And sometimes like it don't work. Sometimes I go back and like right back in that dimension, like, hey, what's up, nigga?
You thought you was gonna avoid me. No. What's up?
What's up?
What's up, bro? What's up? Yeah, man. And
that's what happened Saturday. Came back and it was like, okay, I was in behind. I came back. It was like I came before it happened, so I was able to warn people, but I didn't. But it still was happening
with the demon.
With the demon, yeah. But I like let this. It was trippy. I don't remember.
Was she scary?
Yeah, but I was courageous because I was lucid.
Yeah.
So when I came back, I was like, all right, I said, maybe I can go back and like when I go back, I can time jump.
Yeah.
So when I went back, I saw her, but it's before she had revealed herself as a demon.
Yeah.
But we were like in bed together. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was not cool. It was pretty like trippy. Where it was like it was in bed and then it would look up and she's like, yeah, actually, boom. Like Total Recall. You heard Total Recall?
No, I haven't
never seen Total Recall? When
no.
you pull his shit up, it's like a little man on his chest.
Oh, yeah. I'm aware of that scene.
Like that.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hey, when they say we more, it's like I understand I'm really a more. You get what I'm saying? I'm really someone who travels the galaxy.
Yeah.
Star Trek is real.
Oh yeah.
Really going through the galaxy in the scene, the Enterprise.
Yeah.
Really understanding the Voyager. Really traveling through the star systems and really just going on adventures and just seeing what's going on.
Facts.
Some foes is stronger than others.
Yeah.
But really learning who you are and what's going on and then coming back to physical reality and doing this rotation for another 24.
Yeah.
Or another whatever, 8, however long we decide to be down here.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say I knock off right to deep sleep, bro. Because most of the time I go to bed, which is a good thing that I'm tired and I want to get to sleep. So I haven't actually.
That's not a good thing.
To be tired at night?
It's not a good thing to jump into deep sleep.
Yeah.
Because then you are telling when you're in deep sleep, your body releases the paralyzing agents. And if your body doesn't go through the proper channels, you don't really get rest.
Yeah.
You just paralyzed.
Yeah.
While your body isn't really doing the healing part.
I understand. That could explain why I feel a certain way.
Yeah.
For real, man. Yeah. No, I just been. Yeah, and then I'm not lucid. I'm just there, and it feels like I'm in these dreams recently. I've just been the effect of them. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm being attacked. I'm not campaigning, and I'm just like, oh shit. Here it comes again. So it seems.
Do you sleep with those on?
Sometimes, but not recently. Should I or should I not?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Especially that smoky quartz, bro.
Okay, understood. Maybe I'll try it tonight. I'll probably try it tonight. All right. Yeah, I had before, but yeah, it's
and some amethyst too, bro.
All right, I got it on. Yeah, I think a lot.
Heavy on the amethyst, bro, when you sleep.
Absolutely.
Heavy.
Okay. Yeah, with me, it's it's just like, I've got fighting demons in physical reality, and then I really have to take that step of responsibility and being like, oh bro, you have to prepare like you're going to work to this dreamland, because my idea is like, oh, I'm going to rest. But no, bro, it's like it's warfare.
Yeah, you're going there to find the answers.
Facts.
You're going there to figure out what the fuck you need to do, and how do you evolve? Like, we are Asyr, bro.
Yeah.
We are the lords of the dream realm.
Yes, sir.
You go there to like the Matrix, when he was like, okay, let me go learn Kung Fu. Let me go learn what I need to learn.
Facts.
There.
Facts.
Go there, learn what you need to learn. It might take a day. It might take 2 days. It might take a week. It might take a month. You're able to remove yourself out of time, space, and reality. You can go there for a year. I've been there. I've been in the dream world where I remember, a year.
Understand.
Day after day after day after day, and then came back to reality, like Inception. Like, damn, I really was fucking that whole time I was just asleep. Like fuck, that's crazy. But I can recall really like going through a sequence of like 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah, understood.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And then like coming back here,
back
like
with
what
that-
the fuck?
with that knowledge. Yeah.
Yes.
Man. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and that experience in itself proves you that it's time is an illusion. It's not. No, it's not real. It is your experience with motion. That's all it is. So if you're moving through this portal at this rate and experiencing weeks on it, then that's the experience. It's time.
Yeah.
Over here. So it's very, when you say, you're not capped. It's like, oh, it was 2 weeks over here. It was a year over here. But then you get the benefit of coming back to this realm and like, oh, okay. It only cost me 8 hours.
Yeah. For real.
I got all that data. So the question is, it's like, could you, I think the move is, make that reality the ultimate reality and then come back here.
Islam to the Moors.
That's what it
right?
is. Man.
Islam more like
we
that's why they had we travel through Newt or through the birth canal. You travel through the womb and then back to reality. We do it every day. We travel through the oceans of the body of Newt and the oceans of Noon. Noon is pure utter chaos, the blackness.
Yeah.
Temu is the spark, the seed that travels through. Our mother is Newt. Our grandmother is Newt.
Yeah.
And then the feminine principles are set. So you can't be all seer without all set going and searching. All set is the wisdom and the magic and the teachings. It's the throne or the seat of all seer. This is what facilitates you becoming all seer. This is what goes and finds the aspects of all seer that your carnal flesh has destroyed.
Understood.
And the last part is finding the phallus, the goldenrod, the electrical point. She finds the head, she finds everything, and then she has to make love with that dead body and put the magic over that dead body to reproduce to her root. So you have to do the magic, which is your meditation, your rituals, your reading, your education, et cetera, to be able to remember and bring part Asyr, which is the Lord of the Dream World, together to be able to, when you go to the dream world, now you understand you are Asyr, and then now you are able to birth your Haru, which now when you come back to reality, you understand what to do to overcome your lower self.
Boom. Well said.
And then Anubis is the guide, right? Anubis is the door, the wisdom or the elder, the OG.
Yeah.
He's the one who puts your heart on the scale. So these are metaphysical concepts, but these are aspects of masculine and feminine. So you have to seek the Anubis is, like I said, the guide, the door, the dog, voice command.
Yeah.
Right? Dogs respond to voice command. So that's when the affirmations come into play. That's when you using the wisdom and you guiding yourself. You taking you understand, like I said, you have to prepare yourself for that. That's Anubis, or the door, the door, the one who takes you to the door. The action, the masculine action of like, I'm preparing my body, right? Through the magic, but also the application of preparing myself to become Asyr, because Asyr is right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And in Nebhead too. Nebhead is the sister of Aset, but that's like the grieving. Nebhead is like the right there between death and alive. That's what says that key point is important when you blurring the lines. That's Nebhead, or what they call Nephthys.
Yeah.
Right? It's like a cup and a bowl. And she like the goddess of like grief. So like Asyr's dead, right?
Yeah.
Or grief is also like grief is like processing something is dead and
Understood.
dealing with the reality of that. So once again, processing, I'm about to quote unquote die, or that is a sister of the magic of the rituals and everything, is like also the real accepting of like, I'm about to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that's why you have the quote unquote the papyrus of the Egyptian Book of the Dead, right? But which is like this cohesive story of like the underworld. But we act like we don't quote unquote die every day.
Facts.
This is the journey
Facts, we die,
and the
yeah.
story of what you could do every day to facilitate becoming Ra, which is the creator of physical reality altogether.
Facts.
But it's not an easy story.
No, it's
you have
not.
to do all these different things.
Yeah.
And understand all these different aspects of your masculine, your feminine every day. And mind you, there's no way to do it every day. And at the end, that's why they put your heart on the right. You have to weigh your heart, and your heart has to be light as a feather because you can't do all this stress the fuck out.
Yeah.
You can't do all this frustrated.
No.
You cannot do all this shit angry and sad, and you have to like relax first.
Facts, man.
And like have a light heart to even have the mindset to do all the different things.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so
I understand. Yeah. And it's
shout out to the Meta-Net. I love them.
yeah, man. No. And what you're really saying is like there's lots of responsibility that goes with quote unquote being a god and dying every night and resurrecting into Heru. So it's easier just to knock off, pretend dreams aren't anything, and then wake up and just go to work and do all the shit. But we're talking about an existence where you're literally responsible for the physical reality, and you would have it, and doing things, executing practices that allow you to exhibit the most control over your external environment, to actually be God.
Yeah,
because God is a controller of all things.
Heru and Set gonna fight every day.
Yeah,
there's nothing. They're not gonna win. The only one what's gonna decide that fight is Jehudi. You know, like there Heru, which is your willpower, what you was trying to accomplish, and Set, which is the devourer, which is the majority of who you really are. Who you really are is Set. I'll see what you are trying to become.
Yeah.
Heru is what you need to not let Set sabotage you.
Understand.
Or what you need to accept that Set is going to sabotage you. And as he sabotages you, this is what you have to do to try to not let him fuck up everything.
Is Set lower self?
Lower self, man.
Absolutely.
The animal. The jackal.
Yeah.
You know, jackals are it's a different type of dog, man.
Yeah.
It's a wild dog.
Yeah.
Right? A jackal, not no regular ass dog.
No, sir.
That's why they have Anubis. Anubis is a house dog.
Yeah.
Responds to your voice. There's a process, you know. Set is a fucking jackal.
Jackal. Yeah.
And because we live in California, we don't know jackals. Jackals are not regular dogs.
They're not coyotes either.
They're fucking jackals.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? They're their own things,
Yes,
bro.
sir. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You better research jackals.
I'm about to look it up right now.
Yeah,
I
you
want
get
to
what
see
I'm
a
saying?
picture, get a visual on this. Yeah.
Like niggas were not cold. Niggas were cold when we create this because I know jackals going around like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, no, these are archetypes of like understand the core principles of what we are comparing these aspects of ourselves to.
Yeah, this ain't no dog, bro. This ain't no regular ass dog.
We about to read it, Jackal?
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures.
Read it, Jackal. Read it.
Read it. What do you want to read?
Just read a little bit for the
read
people.
It yeah, sure. Okay, let's look it up. Yeah. No. Fox-like. Yeah, it's very crafty.
Come on.
Very crafty animal.
Come on.
Yeah, this is not going to take instructions.
Scar what did Scar tell you?
Yeah.
I'm smarter than everybody here. I just fuck up shit because I'm outsmarting myself and I haven't dealt with the shit. Scar was smarter than everybody.
Jackals are medium-sized omnivorous mammals of the subtribe Canina, which also includes wolves and the domestic dog, among other species. While the word jackal has historically been used for many small canines, in modern use it most commonly refers to three species: the closely related black-backed jackal and side-striped jackal of sub-Saharan Africa, and the golden jackal of South Central Europe and Asia. Yeah, jackal. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, a bit more. They ain't fucking with you, man. They're not. These ones are not your friends, and they're also not. They're a bit more. They look a bit more put together than a hyena.
Hyenas are different, bro.
Yeah, hyenas are ratchet.
Hyenas are a different type of breed.
Yeah.
Of animal.
Yeah. Hyenas are. Yeah, they're ratchet. Yeah, this is not ratchet. This
They're
is like
matriarchs.
Yeah.
the lowest level in the society is an adult male
Yeah.
in their family dynamic.
Yeah. They're savage. Jackal, I wouldn't call them savage. I would just like crafty.
No, they're not. They're highly intelligent.
Yeah, crafty. Hyenas are, they look ratchet.
You're said not dumb. Your lower self isn't stupid.
No.
It's just animalistic.
It's very animalistic, and it does whatever it can to get what it wants. I'm talking about my lower self. It's like, bro, it's just,
That's a bar. That's mine. That's
facts.
It does whatever it can to get what it wants.
Facts, bro.
Goddamn,
And it includes slithering inside of your own deceptive thinking to convince you that you need to do this right now.
I understand,
bro. And the thing with what unites us, our lower self is very.
My nigga's a cold nigga.
He's cold, bro.
I just try to fuck with him. I try to make sure that I try to make sure
cold,
that my nigga know I love him and that he know that I fuck with him.
Man, he's so cold.
That's why he a real nigga.
That's
bro.
why I want him out, because I'm like, man, I can't put you on a leash, bro. Like, I know you can do whatever you can do whatever you want.
He's a jackal, bro.
He's a jackal. He's a fucking.
My nigga's a jackal. My nigga's a legit jackal.
Like,
but I make sure that I combine Haru with him, and I make sure that Asyr, that they all work together. Like I said, Scar, Simba, Mufasa working to fucking together.
Facts, bro. That's why God put me in the Nation of Islam, bro. Because this jackal lower self, bro. It's just too. I could do it. I could do it.
I could do it.
I could do it.
I could do it.
I could just do it.
Niggas know I could do it.
I could do it. I could just do it. I could do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll do it. Fuck it. But as we discussed, it has a cost.
It has a big ass cost, bro.
Huge costs.
And a lot of the costs are self-sabotaging.
Facts.
Most of the costs are things that we really don't need.
No, not at all.
Really shouldn't.
No. And then also,
have no real
the thing about
benefit in your real overall life.
The
bro.
cost derail you from accomplishing the objectives for which we came here for, bro. We did not come here for no ratchet shit. No, for real.
I understand, bro.
You and I both did not come here for the ratchet.
I didn't come here for the ratchet.
We dabble in the ratchet.
I'm a dabbler.
You and I both are dabblers in the ratchet, bro. But that's not why, and that's what lower self is that game of like, yeah, I feel you, my nigga, but like, I'm gonna get it in, bro. Like, I'm here now. Oh, we came down to this motherfucker, bro. Sorry, bro. I get you, my nigga. You came here on the lofty shit and feeding the people and all the. Nah, bro. We gonna get it in, and you're not going to stop.
I don't. I just facilitate making sure that as I quote unquote get it in, that it's okay.
Get it in.
And then I let higher self drive. Like, hey, you gotta take the ship. You gotta take the wheel. I'm gonna let my nigga do his shit, but I'm gonna trust that you gonna protect us and you got us.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
And then I'm gonna do the best I can to create like a cohesion around my nigga. But I ultimately understand this is gonna have to run the show. This is ultimately what I'm gonna depend on to run the show and to save me from this.
Save you from that, the entanglements that lower self.
Yeah, like I have to be delivered from this, and it's a constant thing.
It's a constant thing because it's time having to deal with the consequences of what he does.
Because it's understandable why for what he's been through.
I understand, bro.
And what he's accomplished.
Yeah,
it's understandable. He's been through a whole lot of shit. And he's also accomplished a whole lot of shit.
I understand.
And he's protected us and he's had our back. And he stepped in and did a whole lot of shit too. So he's not a fuck nigga.
He's not a fuck nigga.
He's just who he is.
And he throws smoke at niggas who need to get thrown smoke upon, bro. Like, he's my nigga. Bro, he's the truth.
He's the truth.
He's the truth.
He a cold nigga.
He's a cold ass motherfucker.
Bro. He do goofy shit, but he a real nigga.
Super goofy. Super goofy.
But speaking of that, it's 1 o'clock. We gotta put these slower selves to bed so we can be good for tomorrow, for the next day.
And I'm going in tonight with the I'm gonna chill before I go to sleep. Try to get this in because I'm not trying to be. I don't want to be. No, I'm tired of being the effect at night. I want to be cause. I gotta be like, all right. Asyr's here now. You niggas are going down. I'm tired of the bullshit, and I'm gonna get the answers and go to physical reality to do what we gotta do. So get everything in proper order, so we can ascend, and not get trapped in the folly of bad decision making in a matrix of hell.
I think that's the best way to conclude it, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yep. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. The Beneficent, the Most Merciful, and Master of the Day of Judgment. Thee alone do we serve. Thee alone do we beseech for divine aid. Guide us on the right path, the path upon whom thou hast bestowed favors. not upon whom thy wrath has been brought down, nor upon those who go astray. Amen.
I mean,